Wir sind wieder zurück in Metaphor mit dem fliegenden Fairnessläufer. Das Ding hätte ich gern. War klar.
Luis.
My Lord Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
We're your supporters.
Hence your retaliation against Godot, then?
He's also a candidate, though his name doesn't carry any weight.
One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
Fragt, warum ich zum Kandidaten geworden bin. Was soll ich antworten?
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
Warum sind die coolen Leute immer die Bösen?
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the gauntlet runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the gauntlet runner.
Oh, damn and blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him. Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
It doesn't sound like nothing.
Ah, No hiding it from you, is there? No, it's just the old runner. She runs like a dream, you see, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a ballet apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort, but somehow that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Well, you could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Wie praktisch.
This one's important.
Wir verließen Euros, der wieder zu seinem Häufchen Elend schrumpfte und gingen zu den engen Schlafquartieren des Fairnessläufers.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Wir kommen also heute Abend in Martira an. Gut, schon bald sind wir von diesen verdammten... Erlöst, jetzt bin ich aber beleidigt. Dieser Läufer hat dich deutlich schneller hergebracht als eine Kutsche. Etwas mehr Dankbarkeit wäre durchaus angebracht. Entschuldige, ich bin dankbar, aber das lässt sich nur schwer zeigen, wenn einem das Mittagessen wieder hochkommt. Hindernisse wie gestern würde ich auch gerne vermeiden. Sobald wir in der Stadt sind, sollten wir uns mit Barden treffen, richtig? Dort gibt es bestimmt viele spannende Orte. Wir dürfen unser Ziel aber nicht aus den Augen verlieren.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament?
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. 'Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality. Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Sieht super aus.
Looks great.
What is with that smile? Not you too.
Die intensiven Aromen explodieren in meinem Mund. Schmeckt überraschend gut.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Entschuldigung.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So... is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira. It's your call. I smell trouble. Let's see here. Let's see here. It's your call. Let's see here. And there's a campground. Here's where we are now.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how we can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
We'll get this job done.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
Ich glaube, der Unterwach-Dude mag uns nicht.
Exactly.
Aye.
Ja, informierter Mann, genau.
Pleasure to see you.
Gesamte Taverne. Okay.
Got a moment?
Ich? Merkt, als hätte ich eine Fliege verschluckt. Ich erhielt einen Goldkäfer. Oh, okay, nice.
Good night.
Keine Ahnung, für was die
Time
Goldkäfer
marches
sind.
on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's gorgeous out.
Ach, ist das ein Wetterchen?
Hold on.
Let's hurry.
More people missing.
Look at that.
Look.
Martira, die kennen wir doch. Sie hat es selbst gesagt. Die scheint auch im Turnier zu sein. Also ist unsere Konkurrenz. Hoffentlich begegnen wir ihr erst, wenn wir bereit sind. Ich würde mich ja gerne mit den... Na, da kann ich nicht. Morgen wieder öffnen. Super. Also das ist... Man könnte so viel direkt an den ersten Tagen machen, ne? Aber nee. Oh, warte mal, Waffen.
What'll it be?
Damaskus Großschwert. Ja, das ist doch was für die. Ja, den.
Oh.
Aktarmbrust. Ah, es gibt wohl auch Fernkampf-Dinger.
What'll it be?
Erlaubt leichter auszuweichen. Das hört sich doch gut an. 20.000. Alle Werte plus 2. Halbiert Schaden durch gegnerisches Überraschen. Brauch mehr Geld.
Good.
Ah, ich sehe gerade, das war nur eine. Mir würde das noch mehr bringen. Vielleicht finden wir noch eine.
I've awaited you. Aye.
Hopp geht's.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you. 'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support. Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects. Yes, Lady Joanna. Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Well, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
We should go.
Information sammeln.
Boy.
Kann ich einen Augenblick mit Ihnen reden? Ich hörte, dass Sie Heisme für uns fangen würden. Jetzt will ich mich nur bei Ihnen bedanken. Sehen Sie, meine Frau, sie ist eine der Vermissten. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich Ihnen helfen kann, aber wenn es irgendwas gibt, was ich tun kann, lassen Sie mich bitte wissen. Unglücklicherweise, ich weiß leider nicht viel über Sie, fürchte ich. Tut mir leid, dass ich keine Hilfe bin, aber fragen Sie doch mal die anderen Leute. Die Ladenbesitzer könnten mehr wissen. Okay, wir werden nur noch die Leute befragen. Wir sind jetzt schon wieder bei 20 Minuten. Ich habe kein Fleisch mehr übrig. Nicht doch, schon in Ordnung. Wir brauchen eher Informationen als Fleisch. Sie wissen nicht zufällig etwas über einen Riesensandwurm? Nur, dass er gefährlich ist. Wenn ich jagen gehe, mache ich einen gewaltigen Bogen um ihn. Beeindruckend, dass Sie alleine in der Wildnis gehen. Trotzdem, kennen Sie jemanden, der etwas wissen könnte? Fragen Sie nochmal den Kerl beim Rüstungsladen. Er hat eine Vorliebe für Riesensandwurmlarven. Rüstung. Waren wir doch eben, ne?
Alright then.
Müssen wir hinlaufen, ist okay.
What is it?
Riesenwurm, wir hier in Martira kennen uns mit essbaren Larven aus, aber nicht essbaren Eltern. Stehen wir weniger begeistert gegenüber. Am liebsten mag ich Larven, aber ich weiß wenig über sie, bis sie in der Küche landen. Sie können die Eltern nicht essen? Was für eine merkwürdige Aussage. Sie sind es doch, die uns fressen. Aber das erinnert mich daran. Gestern in der Taverne war ein Händler zugegen, der damit prahlte, ganz nah bei einer Sandwurmhöhle gewesen zu sein. Wenn es stimmt, dann wäre das eine ganz schöne Leistung. Vielleicht ist er noch immer in der Stadt. Der Durchgangsplatz. Und die Kopfgelder dürfen wir nicht vergessen mitzunehmen. Schon wieder morgen? Ach nee, wir haben noch gar nicht geschlafen, stimmt.
Hello there.
Haben Sie ein geschäftliches Anliegen oder sowas? Waren Sie gestern zufällig in der Taverne? Wir haben gehört, dass ein Händler dem Riesensandwurm ziemlich nahe gekommen ist. Puh, das ist ja fantastisch, aber da fragen Sie den Falschen. Bin gerade erst angekommen. Ich habe gehört, dass es hier seltene Waffen und Rüstungen gibt. Die Stadt ist in schlechtem Zustand, aber anscheinend hatten andere Händler die gleiche Idee. Es gibt also mehr als einen Händler, der dem Wurm kürzlich begegnet sein könnte. Sehen wir uns nochmal auf dem Platz um. Vielleicht bekommen wir weitere Informationen. Information. Riesensandwurm? Tut mir leid, junger Mann, darüber weiß ich nichts. Dafür weiß ich aber, dass das Wetter in den nächsten Tagen schlecht werden wird. Kommen Sie vorbei, falls Sie mehr erfahren möchten. Könnte das unsere Reise beeinträchtigen? Sobald wir es geklärt haben, sollten wir vielleicht mit einem Informanten sprechen. Ganz schön kaputt. Schlimmer, kleiner Kater. Mir ist peinlich, was jetzt geschehen ist. Warum habe ich nur so etwas getan? Wer hätte das war der Typ. Ich sag das zu Ihrem eigenen Besten, ja? Man weiß nie, wann der Entführer auftauchen wird. Wenn Sie also hinlegen wollen, dann doch bitte an einem sicheren Ort. Niemand will gerne entführt werden, glauben Sie mir. Wir waren in der Taverne. Was wünschen Sie von mir? Wir suchen einen Händler. Einen, der gestern in der Taverne so einiges über den Riesensandwurm zu sagen hatte. Wissen Sie, wo er ist? Was denken Sie eigentlich, mit wem Sie da reden? Ich bin der Informant dieser Stadt. Ich kann Ihnen unter anderem sagen, wo sich dieser Händler befindet. Aber Informationen gibt's nicht gratis. Na gut. Wusste es. Nun gut, ein Deal ist ein Deal. Es ist der Ischkia vor dem Brunnen da drüben. Gestern hat er in der Taverne so viel gedruckt. Na, was habe ich gesagt? Was habe ich gesagt?
Hey!
Ist es wahr, dass Sie ziemlich nah an die Höhle des Riesensandwurms gekommen sind? Wie haben Sie das hinbekommen und es überlebt, um davon zu berichten? Oh, richtig. Also um ehrlich zu sein, bin ich nicht so nah daran gekommen. Ich habe bloß in der Nähe eines Riesensandwurm-Hülle gefunden, das war alles. Und später an der Bar war ich etwas aufgeregt und, naja, ziemlich betrunken. Wie dem auch sei, irgendwann habe ich erzählt, ich wäre einfach direkt auf den Sandwurm zugelaufen und hätte ihn niedergestarrt und ich, das bereue ich jetzt. Na toll, niemand scheint irgendwelche Informationen zu haben und die Sonne geht schon bald unter. So ein verschwendeter Tag.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
It is far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
You there? Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you. I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
Das ist bestimmt der Typ von dem...
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Genau.
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event. A kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight round here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms. Eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heismay might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heismay anyway. But you think they can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
Der ist mir sehr suspekt.
Absolutely.
Good. Then we're counting on you. Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? Nae danger of that.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sand flash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworm's territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Let's go inform Nearest.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
Was ist das?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking... Oh, easy there. You all right, lad? Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start. Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today. Just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Es macht's nicht besser, dass wir alle 5 Minuten unbedingt uns ausruhen müssen für eine ganze Woche, wenn wir time-based Missionen haben. Entschuldigung. Rente da ein bisschen.
Your journey is going well, it seems. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
Are you talking about that thing inside the Gauntlet Runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land. Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and roll pop over to the capital in a single night.
Okay.
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the gauntlet runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but...
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
Where to?
Wenn wir instant wieder da wären, ohne Zeitverlust, wäre das geil.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
It's Martira. They really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, well, not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brialhaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
Ah, ich war ja da noch gar nicht gewesen. Na, siehste?
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Ha! Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity, and you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. It is useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Das ist in der Tat sehr
Our next foe is a
geil.
bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
Waren das nicht eben noch 4 Tage? Bereite dich auf Heismay Festnahme vor. Du kannst außerdem stärker werden, indem du Aufträge in der Stadt annimmst, zum Beispiel im Rekrutierungszentrum von Martira. Mit Beginn der Mission ist eine neue Basis nach Martira verlegt worden. Bei jedem neuen Einsatz für die Stadt, in der du dich aufhältst, zu deiner neuen Basis. Dein Aufbruchsdatum ist der 2. Juli. Bereite dich bis dahin vor. Wenn du zu einem früheren Ort zurückkehren möchtest, öffne die Weltkarte per Teleportationsmagie reisen. Es vergeht keine Zeit. Jederzeit zu anderen Ständen zurückkehren, um offene Aufträge abzuschließen oder dich mit Anhängern zu treffen. Das ist sehr geil. So, Rekrutierungszentrum, alles klar. Da ist noch eine Quest. Wir nehmen hier erstmal die ganzen Quests mit. Mit ihm können wir noch reden. Was haben wir hier? 2. Juli bis zum 4. Juli geschlossen haben.
Take a look.
In der Tradia-Wüste?
What?
Okay.
Good hunting to you.
Angenommen. Hab ich? Obornkönig, Meister des Waldes.
Don't go get yourself killed.
Yeah.
Haben Kopfquell angenommen? Wie hab ich denn das gemacht? Einfach wenn ich raus, bis sie die Untergebenen erledigt haben. Ja, okay, nehmen wir mit. Also, ich würde mal sagen, Tradia-Wüste ist es dann erstmal, ne? Koboldbau im Nordosten von Martira. Sorgen magiebegabte Goborns, die schwarz gekleidet sind, vor Ordnung in der Horde. Schalten sie zuerst die aus.
Good hunting to... Let's do it.
Let's see here. And right there's a labyrinth. And right there's a labyrinth.
Hat er nicht gesagt, in der Tradia-Wüste ist das Ding? Okay, das haben wir. Dann... Ich habe berichtenswerte Missionen. Welche denn?
What now?
Ach so, Maria. Okay. Ja, wir sehen uns dann in der nächsten Folge wieder. Es war wieder eine etwas längere. Wie immer, like, kommentiert, hilft mir sehr im Algorithmus. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Bleibt gesund. Tschaußen.
Oh,